Where is the references to Big Brother's Big Mouth?
What do you feel like if you see someone reading it in public?
I go, hey, that's mine, that. And then I sort of go as if to take it off them.
What's your favourite bit? Bit about a deer, is it? Yeah, I'll give us it back.
Yeah, mate, I only borrowed it, yeah. Give us it.
Oh, that's all my life, you nosy Parker.
Yeah, keep your nose out of my affairs. And then kick it out of their hands. Eat your sandwich, you pig. Cloakroom and whether I'll still be alive by break time. One parent who did not wish to be named, but well, I'm afraid that's the conventional human system. You will know me as Mystery.
One parent who did not wish to be named, who was called the baby for life.
Because you can call someone the baby till they're about, get the baby in the car, till you're about 5 maybe.
Yeah.
But after that...
But also, how would he have expressed that he didn't wish to be... Like, his parents leant over him and went, oh, he looks like a George to me, or something. And he went...
I don't think so.
I don't fit in no box.
Hey, I ain't playing your little games. I'm Mystery number 9, and that's not a name. That changes. I'm a symbol. Chasing them up and down a sports field.
Could you live in a house that was powered completely by fat kids on treadmills against their will? If it was really warm and lovely and with the nicest house you could imagine.
Hold on. These kids are not willingly participating.
No, but...
They don't want to be there.
They're getting healthier and they're losing weight.
I think I'd do it.
I think I would as well.
Because the kid is for the good of... I'd say to them, from while I was playing Wii Fit.
Come on, lads.
Keep going,
kids. Screen's gone dim. We've lost one back here, sir.
Throw him into the mill, grind him into a pulp, and I can use him to heat my bathtub. I'll bathe in his blubber. Truly teach angels to fly.
Oh, you see, you should have better names for your books.
Teach angels to fly. People like that. Everyone's always laughed at me.
If you do a third book, will it be Bookie Book 3?
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be like encyclopedias one day.
It's going to be
You're an old man.
I did this. Bookie Book 9.
and another cliched title.
Bookie Book 9. This time I've wet myself. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
Just when you thought it was safe to leave your granddaughter. Bookie Book 9.
Well, I've traded on that more than heroin. Anyway, you spent £10 on heroin. You've had years out of it.
I made that last, that bag.
You only had one.
Only had one. I'm addicted to this stuff now. I got it all over my chin. Oh my God! It's on my chin, it's on my cheeks. Someone pass me a typewriter. Bookie Book 1. I've had an awful afternoon.
Don't look back on anger, I've heard you say love.
Imagine you on a cross while that was happening.
I'd love to clap.
Lovely stuff, very hurtful. Now, Matthew, what were you...
Later on
It's
in the
about
career,
time someone did, mate.
You have to
because
follow the rules.
That's one of the main
them the right
tenets
way.
of Nazism. You should break out of those parameters.
And he told me to do that.
Paid me correctly.
Follow the rules, buddy.
High price to pay. Let's tweet him.
Is that meant to be German?
Well, it's like a little German.
It's a high price to pay.
It's like a tiny little German Nazi, wasn't it?
That was a Mexican. That's a Mexican.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're in India; they're everywhere. The elephants, aren't they? You got to it's just like having a horse.
Oh, it was just
in the
passing.
country.
Come on, you must have requested it.
To tell you the truth, we cooked that scheme up the night before, like me and a couple.
Cooked that scheme up? From the 60s, a bank robber.
I've
got an idea. Get your gums around this, son. See that old elephant over there? I'm going to go and ride it into my wedding tomorrow.
Here, this is going to knock your socks off, pal. See the top of that elephant? Just put a rickety old platform on it, designed by Ewoks. I'll saddle up all nice. I'll get slung around like a tit in a trance. At the end of it, pop a ring on, Bob's your uncle. Stick that in okay.
Later, we're home and dry.
No, it was lovely, though. Really hard. And I started putting crosses for when they were wrong. She went, oh, no, you can't do crosses. We have to do a dash. A cross is too aggressive and it upsets the children.
See, this is what's wrong in society.
When I was a kid, there was a big cross with Jesus nailed to it, with painted blood coming out of his hands.
What, at the end of one of your wrong answers?
Yes. And they went, you killed Jesus. 1 add 1 is not 3.
How did you do in your exams, Martin? I don't think I've done very well. There's a bleeding bearded man on a cross here. Right, I don't think that anybody that is into that music should be allowed to have children. What is he saying? What's he saying?
Well, clearly, he's saying... The riff... nodding groove of like...
Yeah, I'm with you. Oh, that's great.
So you like that. The only thing you're saying you don't like is the vocals.
Yes, but okay, well
there's loads of these
that's a huge part of any song, like, is the vocals, right?
Okay, but there's loads of bands that play this sort of music without screamy vocals.
Who?
Electric Wizard. But this is a whole...
Honestly,
I'm not
if you'd have heard...
defending.
No, but what made that funny was the way he flicked his hand up and said, the Electric Wizard.
I mean, obviously, you've got to look at the Electric Wizard guys.
Okay, who else?
I went to the doctors for pains in my lower limbs, like my sort of like...
Hang on a minute.
Bottom of my legs, right?
Okay.
And the doctor said, and this was NHS, so he didn't suffer me gladly. And he said, I'd bought like these army boots from an army surplus store.
I bet you did.
Yeah, no grunge days. And like, and he said, well, these boots are far too small for you. You idiot. You've been curling your toes up. And once I went about my shoes another time, I had sore feet. And he said, you need to cut your toenails. You're pressing on the end of your I used to go to doctors a lot.
Wasted NHS time.
You're reflecting or not, but nonetheless, I see a documentary about Zizek, and he keeps socks and pants in his knife and fork drawer in the kitchen.
Well, there you go. He's a fucking madman.
He tried to pass it off.
Of course, context. There is no context. Why not keep my socks and pants in the knife and fork drawer?
Show me you're wearing forks as shoes.
No, it doesn't matter. You're a nihilist. Leave me alone.
Ting, 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 ting.
You're wearing a bra made of crumpets. Me, a bloody good fireman, give us a thumbs up.
If I was a fireman, I don't think I'd have much connection to my laptop. What are they doing? Oh, it's a fire, better Google it. Oh, how do I put that fire out?
Put water on it. Oh, hang about, it's a chip fat fire. Oh no, made it worse.
Creeping up my leg.
Oh, I should never have been a fireman. I should have stayed right here. I'm such a drip. When there's a woman asleep, I'll do something quieter.
Well,
maybe the washing up.
This is the truth of this story.
Tell me.
She's asleep while a robot's cleaning her house. It's laziness, and she was punished.
God has stepped in here, using a robot to avenge sloth, one of the deadly sins. Justice done.
Or,
South Korean woman dispensed with.
Do you think the robot... This has gone on for 20 years. No, not that long, because the robot hasn't existed. But, like, say it's gone on for 2 years.
What, has this abuse?
Yes, yeah,
He's had enough.
She's just, like, passed out drunk on the carpet. And the robot's like,
I do everything around here. This isn't fair.
and it's just slowly built up this resentment. And then one day gone, I'm doing this.
Because if you break down the Pied Piper, there's a town, the town gets rats, the Pied Piper turns up, it's a bit like Jaws actually, the guy turns up and says, I can deal with this problem, they knock him, he says, look, pay me for that, they say no, he takes all the children. That is at best an overreaction, but like somehow when you read it, kind of makes sense.
If you're equating that to Jaws, that's the equivalent of the bloke with the boat, them saying, pay him, and then him not doing it, and then going around biting people on the beach. Which would be a very different movie. And I'll bite people on the beach.
Oh yeah, I got rid of your shark. Chop that on the leg. God,
you're going to need another big boat. Yeah, but I suppose there is an element of that. My wife looked at me in horror. Everything went wrong because I said, she goes, oh, if he's not taking it, she was an Indian lady. She was like, oh, if he's not taking your medicine, then you must. And I said, could we put it up his bum like that? And then she went. She just sort of put her pen down. You know the way doctors do.
When they put the pen down, that's bad for you.
Yeah.
She probably pressed the button under the desk. You immediately put on a register.
I reckon I was. And then she turned around to me. She just went, no, we don't want to be putting things up our baby's bottoms. Like that.
You shouldn't have to be told that.
Well, see, it happened in America.
At the beginning of this interview, Mr. Morgan, me and a Sex Pistol... Jonesy was watching. Morrissey brought them all in and we thought we can't have this, so we scarpered after Morrissey. He pegged it out. My whole house.
Hang on, let's just go back. We've become the Beano comment. Scarpered, we pegged it out. Me and Jonesy couldn't have this. Then what happened? A sausage on a fork came through a window. A pie was cooling on a windowsill.
A dog ran by with a string of sausages, hotly pursued by a cross butcher.
I rode my bike through a washing line and had a lady's bloomers on my face.
Makes a noise that is not of this earth. A mole is a vampire of the soil.
Really?
It goes like like that.
Well, and that stopped you?
It's not a nice noise, Matthew. You wouldn't like it.
No, I don't like even you doing it, but I'd go... It's like
it's going to go like this. Butterfingers! It's like he's going to say something sarcastic.
Yeah, but...
To you. Don't mind if
I hear this noise every night for the rest of your life. I will haunt you.
Try getting a stiffy now. It's like a really horrible...
Riddle me this.
I've got you where I want you.
I've got fox for hands.
And the hunters become the hunted.
I prefer it when Finny lived here.
Finny ain't doing any of this.
Finny would have just stamped on me an hour ago.
Fiddy is known for his love of moles. Viral sensation of the week, a baby weasel riding on a terrified kingfisher's back. Did you see it?
It's a woodpecker, isn't it?
It's definitely a woodpecker, yes, I can see that now. But I mean, because I was distracted by the baby weasel
on his back. Yeah, I suppose that's the thing to focus on. I didn't hate that, actually. I loved it. But look at the woodpecker's expression. Like,
I can't believe it! I get lost, mate!
He likes it, though. He can't believe it's happening.
I don't think the woodpecker's enjoying that, Matthew. We took one wrong turn. It was this like rubbish dump where I think they sort of...
Pig with a flick knife.
It was like a pig with a flick knife by a bunch of old husks.
Yeah. You're a little lost, ain't you?
The bike was too small.
You staying at that hotel? Yeah. Nice bike.
The bike was too small. My knees were going up too high on it. You know, I looked like it was like a child.
It's easier to do an impression of someone's impression because they've already turned it into a caricature.
Right.
But there was quite a few, like David Attenborough. How does he do that? The long metamorphosis.
You got a strain, have you? Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm David Attenborough, a racist Japanese guy.
Let's drag you back to the bad old days.
Racist. A monument for my village. I'm gonna get it back.
What did they steal from the village?
A monument. It's always that in martial arts films. There's always something that's been stolen from a village. Yeah, I did want to kick the dog, and then the owner, because the owner didn't care enough at all.
Showed no.
But you have to hold that down. I've got a friend who kicked a goat in a petting zoo because it bit his daughter's hand.
That crosses the line of petting.
He kicked it, and it was like, it made a really awful noise and flew back quite far. So created a scene where parents were like, "What on earth did you do that for?" And he went, "Look at her hand," and she had the tiniest red dot on her little finger.
It's got to be more than the red dot. I've allowed myself to become involved in his conflicts because, like, if Morris is in a conflict, as far as I'm concerned, I'm in a conflict. Yeah. That's the way I see it.
I'm building a very important picture here of your relationship with the animal kingdom.
Go on.
You treat them as people. You see goats, right, and you're sort of like, yeah, they're up for it. They will have a fight. That ferret, I've never even heard of it. Who's a prick, right? And I've written this story ends in you getting out there and a cat that's fighting with your cat, like a mum going up to school. You come here. You come here, please. Now, why's my cat got a scratch on his ear? It's you, isn't it? You pick us up your own size. He hasn't even got bumblebee bollocks anymore. Bet you've got bollocks. Come here. I know where you live. Is that what you've been doing?
It's a version of that. Because initially what happened was... No.
What
I've done was...
Is this something you want to admit to?
We can cut it if it's weird.
Okay, go on.
I set fire to some tissues, threw them out the window. Chemical war.
That could have burnt your whole building down, and the cats would have laughed and watched you, and you'll go,
they ran away.
You ran away from the flames. I've won this one. I'll be back.
Well, the way I see it, Matthew, a cat don't understand man's red fire. It's going to flee. And it did.
Yeah, but
I'll do it for you. I'll do
What
it
if
for
they're-
G. G, the part of
What
the
if
show
those
he's here.
cats are Morrissey's friends and they're just like, he's falling in with a bit of a rough crowd, and you are like an embarrassing mum? And he's probably like, yeah, right, see you later, guys. Yeah. Oh, don't worry about him. Yeah, he's all right. He's just got a glass of water. He won't throw it this time. And then you go, oh, thank goodness they've left you alive, Morrissey. Let me throw some water at them. I know, burning tissue. And they're probably like, Morrissey's dad's a bit weird, isn't it? This bloke might not know who Salvador Dali is. I said Michael Jackson,
Patronising.
which is another one I've heard of, right?
What,
Another
Jacko?
version.
They wouldn't cash Jacko's checks.
Oh my God, you're doing the same thing as the
Oh, no,
cab
Mike.
driver. It's like Turkish or something. He's going, hey, what? So Michael Jackson, he never paid for dinner. I said,
he got all that money and he got paid for his harvester.
yeah, exactly. I was saying to him, no, it's an analogy, right? It just means that if Michael Jackson, so the way that the US dollar works is, what? He got all those albums that don't even pay for his dinner.
I mean, Thriller, it's a great big hit. Why are you not participating?
You got to pay for your dinner. No, I don't like that, mate. And I was going, oh, no, I don't know if it's true. It's not true of Michael Jackson. He did pay for dinner.
I mean, the pedophilia is
No,
one thing,
that's what
but
he
you're
said.
not paying for your dinner.
You know what he said at the end of the conversation? He went, you know what? That pisses me off more than the stuff with the kids.
He's got an odd value system.
Yeah,
That
but
Turkish
he couldn't
driver.
get over it. He couldn't get...
He when he first saw me, he just started laughing. He just went,
That's perfectly natural. So he's one of us then.
he laughed and then he went, you are free, like that.
Did he?
You are free.
You're giving him that voice.
That's how he talked.
Did he
You
say
are
that in
free,
English?
You are free. Yeah, he went,
You are free. Come follow me. Woohoo!
That's all right, little leprechaun.
You are free.
doing that, ain't you?
Yeah.
Do a bit more of it.
You are free. Hello.
That's supernatural.
What? The voice?
Hear the voice there.
Yeah. It's just one
Took
of
it
my
to a
talents,
new,
you know.
You've got a lot of dimensions to your
Oh,
talent.
yes, mate. Would go, right, I'm going to phone the police and get the phone and then pretend to phone the police. But to the point where I'd think, oh, my God, she actually is. She'd go, yes, it's Matthew Morgan is his name, and he won't tidy his room or whatever. I was obviously younger than a teenager, but I used to think,
No, I bet you would.
Christ, she's a grass.
Oh, my own mother!
Oh, mum's grass me up to the law.
Snitched to the filth. Now I'm
Your
not going
mum
to
do
choke
that?
at you.
Didn't your mum do that?
Yeah, actually, she did it once. Right, and I didn't need to be there, so I'd why have I got to conjure up something to talk about?
What, so who took the weight off the situation?
Tom Jones' son just blasted his way through it, trying to create some awkward bridge of Welsh words between the pair of us.
Really? What, they started talking in Welsh?
Oh, some cases.
I don't think I'm like you, Lila.
Oh, clack the couldn't.
Get him out.
Is there a place where you get your driving licence from?
I'm going to Alex Zane.
Justin Collins. Yeah, just after it got cleared off.
Oh, well, that's a nice story.
There you go. So that's Tom Jones, and that just came out.
Are they like, what, hang on, this is a scam.
You're already at
She
it's a
sells her
scam.
90s.
Not even arrived at the ashram. She's not. It's not like out
You're
of
a
the
real
back
saint.
of a
You should have
van.
190 for about 50 years.
I ain't wearing that night again. I wore it last
There's a
night.
new one, box fresh. Some mug will buy that one. It's got poop up the back of it. Who cares?
I put that one on just fine. Who's done one? Yeah, what a night. Well, and socks and everything. All sorts
Oh,
out the back.
socks and everything. Oh, I can't afford a 90. I'll just go for a sock. How much is that? 200 quid, all right, yeah. She's a real saint, isn't she? Yeah, great. Okay. Has she hugged this sock? That's all right. I suppose I was going to spend it on Mother's operation, but no, I've got this sock. We'll just pray to this every night.
Now, Mother, I got some good news and some bad news. The good and the bad news is, I'm afraid
You're
you're
going to
not
turn
gonna
your
be...
machine off.
But the good news is, your left foot's going to be a lot warmer. Oh, that's wicked, that. That makes
We
me
should
feel...
bring out an album of people doing classical songs as da 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 da.
No.
Da 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 da.
The Durbrain Opera for Durbrains.
one of your political actions, you're sort of like, this is good, right?
Yeah.
You get as many people as you can in one place to go da 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 da. Because if you had like 1,000 people doing a classical song using "duh" as the
It'd be great.